Welcome to Spinechecker's Transmissions with Dr. Jeremy Brook. High-vibing, vitalistic wisdom to help you align, connect, and energize. Let's go. Hey, what's up? Dr. Jeremy Brook here with a video for you. If you want to crush your long plane flights and your road trips without like crushing your back and your spine, creating like roaring and raging sciatica, which pretty much means like you're on the floor at the hotel room or your destination, and like the first couple days of your holiday or your work trip are pretty much they're tight and or ruined. So you're going to want to implement these strategies. You're just going to need a couple props. Now, the first thing that I want you to focus on is maybe gathering one of your yoga mat towels and rolling it up into like a cylinder. You could also use something like this. Now, I know this is microfiber and we're trying to kind of like move away from any synthetic type of products, but instead of placing your support in a horizontal manner, we're actually going to place this vertically and beginning right in this part of your spine, which is going to create that lift. So we want this. When you create that lift, you're actually going to access the four-curve model of your spine, specifically the low back curve, the best. So when you place something behind here, it's still, your spine is still going to slouch and round, but if you put something vertically in that area, now your spine is lifted, it's elevated, there's decompression in your low back. We're going to add another piece because without this secondary piece, for the most part, your pelvis is going to rotate backwards. It's going to round your spine. Your thighs are going to externally rotate. And then for like that 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 5 hour, if you're lucky, it's a 10 hour, or if you're really lucky, it's a 24-hour trip. If you're super lucky, you're laying face down and you don't even need to have, or face up, you don't even need to have this conversation. But if you're sitting in like the chair, the next consideration would be to bring your knees together and create somewhat of like a pigeon orientation with your feet. Like your heels will go out, your toes are going to go in, and then you're going to take a sweatshirt and wrap it around your thighs, not quite like a tourniquet. So like if your feet turn kind of like white or blue, or you lose feeling in your feet or your toes, you've tied this too tight. So we just want to create a certain amount of tightness to bring your thighs together, your feet apart, with that slight pigeon toe, like you're going down the slope on some skis. And we have this type of arrangement. Yeah, I know it looks absolutely completely crazy, but if you're in your own car, and hopefully you're a passenger and you're doing this, it's actually quite helpful. Now, if you're driving the car, you don't want to tie your thighs together, but it's still really nice to have that vertical arrangement of the thoracolumbar. Now, when you're in the airplane too, one final consideration that we don't have, but that would be, you get one of those neck pillows, if you will, that go behind your neck. You're at a disadvantage with the seat because usually the top part of the seat's going to push your head forward. That's not due to comfort. That's actually created, the plane seat design was more for the impact. Hopefully you don't ever have to experience that. But yeah, it's nice to have some neck support if you're on an airplane. So if you do fall asleep, you don't fall asleep in this manner, creating like a brachial nerve plexus crush, like you're crushing a bunch of nerves in your neck, and then you wake up and you can't move your hand and you've got a stiff neck and you can't turn it. So yeah, for the long flights, I also like to have the neck pillow with somewhat of a chin guard, because you also don't want to fall asleep in this manner. All right, so strap your thighs together, go with that vertical orientation right at the thoracolumbar junction, and have a fantastic holiday. You're gonna wake up feeling fresh. You're gonna be able to like get right to your destination and get right at it, because let's just say this is gonna do you unfavorably. Have a great day.